Hello, today we're going to make our very own Kontakt instrument using your own samples. To start off, just open up Kontakt and open up either your folder of samples that you've recorded or downloaded or bought or what have you. I have some recorded synth sounds that I've made here. Fun stuff. Um, so to start off, just go into Kontakt. You create a new instrument by going File, New Instrument. Creates this instrument here. It's completely blank, nothing on the keyboard. So go up to the wrench. It opens up all your editing options down here. Go to the sub-menu, to the mapping editor. And this brings up the space where you can throw in your samples across the keyboard. You can do this one of a couple ways. You can do it with just one sample, where you just drag it in, pop it in, and then you can stretch it. And this covers the area of the keys that it will play over and make an entire instrument just out of one sample if you want. The way this works with Kontakt is that it speeds up and slows down the sample depending on whether you want it a higher pitch or lower pitch, kind of like if you sped up or slowed down a tape on a tape machine. So if you see down here, you've got the original note, and the higher you go, the higher pitch, as well as the faster it gets. Another way to do it is to, as like we've done here, is to take multiple samples from one instrument and then place them across your keyboard, much like it would be on the real thing, though it's a little bit of a pain to sample every note from any instrument. So it's best to just take a sampling of the notes and then place them across the keyboard and stretch them out to fit. So what we're going to do here is we'll just use these 4 samples and then stretch them to cover the whole keyboard so we don't have any empty keys. And that is your most basic Kontakt instrument. You can just play it from here, or if you want, Kontakt has a lot more editing capabilities. It's actually quite a powerful tool. Down here you've got different layers of effects you can put on. Up here you've got filters, EQs, some effects like compressors and distortions. Down here you've got more filters, kind of a wider range, and then a different set of effects. You've got like reverbs and choruses and echoes, all that fun stuff. Then down at the very bottom you have your volume envelope, so you can control the attack, the hold, the decay, really control how your samples are playing through this instrument. All sorts of fun things you can do there. The other really cool thing you can do with Kontakt is you can edit the sample itself if you want. If you go back to the mapping editor and select your sample and double click, you can open up the wave editor here, which shows your sample. You can control where it starts and where it ends. You can reverse it if you want. You can loop it from this station with this looping tool down here, where you control where it starts looping, how long for, crossfades. Really quite a powerful tool. A lot you can do just with that. And there you have it. That's the basics of creating your own instrument with Kontakt. Now you've got your own instrument that nobody else has, so you don't want to lose it. So go up to File and save your edited instrument. You can save it as whatever you want. And it gives you several options. You can do just the patch. This isn't recommended because if you ever move this patch to a new computer or it's on a hard drive, you wouldn't be able to play it because you wouldn't have your samples. Much better way to go is the patch plus samples, where it saves a folder that has the patch as well as all the different samples that you used. So you can just take that folder, and anywhere that has Kontakt, it will play because it knows where the samples are. Monolith is it takes up a lot more memory. It saves just every file that's kind of even remotely involved with the process. You can do if you don't really care about memory, but patch plus samples usually works just fine and is really the way to go. So you save it, and then you can open this up in Logic, Ableton Live, any of your DAWs. This patch will work as long as Native Instruments is running. And there you go. Make sweet music and become a rock star. It's really, really easy to do.